Hello, wonderful scholars. My name is Rhonda Kitchens, and I'm your librarian. I'm also the instructor for Lib 101, an academic research course. Until you've bookmarked the library, which I know you will, there's two main ways to get there. First of all, if you go to Big Bend and you use the drop-down box under Academics, go to the library, click on this, and it will take you to the library. Also in Canvas, when you have your course open, go to the left, and that's it. That's another link right to the library. And this is what the library page looks like. We have a slider that's always changing. This will probably end up being part of the election soon. We try to keep up to date. Right now we have a banner across the top about our library curbside service. Do you know about that? If you fill out this form, click here, you can pick up the textbooks. We don't have all of them, but we do have some. We have some laptops, books, printing. That's right, printing. If you're a person that has a hard time reading different things, you can send that file to us and we'll print it for you and deliver it to you curbside. Also, if you need to get your student ID and other technology by appointment, you will use this form to contact us and we will get that going for you. Underneath there, we have Home, which of course will get you back here from every page, the library catalog, databases A to Z, About, and Hours. And this Primo One search actually searches the library catalog itself. So let me take you to see the library catalog. Let me tell you what this is. You want to believe it's everything the library has, but it's not. It's the books, the physical things that are in the library that you can request curbside service to get delivered to you. And it's also maybe only 20 databases. So let's put one of our favorite terms in right now to see what that looks like. Let's put in some COVID-19. I'll probably say it COVID as well because I've heard it so many different ways. So here we are. And if you just put in a search, what it will bring you up will be books, it will be articles, and all types of things. If you come over here to the left, you can actually narrow it down. And it should take you, I would say 85% of the time, to a full text source. The print books that aren't available online, you're going to have to ask us to bring out. But this is going to give you a substantial number of ebooks. We increased our holdings over the summer, and I'm really very excited about this. If you're trying to limit yourself to one type of thing, you can do that up here in the search as well as limiting it to the left. You could go, I only want books, articles, or journal titles. If you're looking for a specific book, somebody was asking me if we had Stardust Revolution, you could type it in. A lot of times what will happen, you will get book reviews and things of that nature. But if you're just looking at the book, you're like, oh, there's just articles. You can kind of see that's a newspaper article. That's a review. Those might be helpful for you if you're trying to write about the book. If you're trying to find it, not so much. You can come here, turn it into books, hit search, and see if that changes your situation. And it absolutely does not bring up our book. So guess what you can do? You could go back to the main page and you can order it. Let me show you how that works. You have two choices. You can request it to purchase, and we'll try to get it in. You can also request it as an interlibrary loan. You can also request, when you get to those articles that want $40 for you to be able to read the full text, hey, why don't you send this materials request in, and we'll try to get it to you quickly and for free. When I say quickly, I'm saying under 2 weeks. For books, I'm thinking a little bit longer, but this is a great way to find things where you've hit a paywall or some other stoppage. The next thing we have on the page is databases A to Z. We have over 100 other databases. There's a lot of value to these, including things like credibility, authority. It gets you out of your echo chamber, your little social bubble. When you go into Google, you'll see that you really can't get past what they've already determined that you are when you do your research. This has none of those considerations. You'll be able to do a search without having it fed to you. You'll actually be able to go out and dig through the materials, a totally different and an academic level experience. When we're working with these, probably some of the ones that we could use most are very general databases. They cover things from everything from Astrology to zoology. Academic search premier is one. You'll see I'm selecting P here. That's for ProQuest. We're going to ProQuest here. And also on the A page, we have Academic One file. In my understanding of how this would help you most, I would go ProQuest first, Academic Search Premier second, and then Academic One file. But a lot of your professors will ask you to use this one database more than all the others, and it's called Opposing Viewpoints with an O right here. O. I'll click on this, and Opposing Viewpoints is going to cover a number of things well, but not with a huge amount of sources. Like you're not going to have something deeper than New York Times, or sometimes you won't be able to get to local newspapers, but it is good for beginning your search and getting some of your fast-moving pieces done. When you're off campus, it's going to ask you to log in. Don't include your @Big Ben, just the part before it. Click on Login. You might see these a lot when you're first signing in. You haven't signed in for a while. Go ahead and proceed. It is safe. It's just because we have proxies attached to our links, and sometimes that's seen as a bad acting in the part of your browsers. So this is a beautiful, it is a well done database. What's in here is actually curated. It doesn't actually give you access to everything in the world. But if you're having some issues with finding out what to write about, hey, let's see how many they have. At least 482. Look right here. If you click on here, it's going to give you a whole section on air pollution. It's going to be a very big topic. You're going to have to narrow that baby down, but it's going to have featured viewpoints. Sometimes those are the heated emotional viewpoints. You're going to have to work with them to find the truth, the facts for you to work with. We're going to have academic journals, primary sources, biographies, reference, infographics, images, and videos. And these images are ones that you can use without worries about copyright issues, as long as you attribute them. Magazines, newspapers, statistics, and websites. So when you see a rubric with something on, like, oh, I need two scholarly articles, a magazine article, a newspaper article, and some statistics, and maybe an image or two, this package will get you where you need to go. You can also search it by putting in the term or your search topics, because air pollution is big, but air pollution in airplanes wouldn't definitely narrow it down. So this is generally easy to use. If you ever have a problem with using something on the library's website, this is what you need to do. Over here on the right side, there's an Ask a Librarian button. Usually if you look like you're confused on this page, it'll come up about 15 seconds or so. You tap in and ask us for help, and we will be there to help you. So every time you see this page, there's someone here to help you. And it is 24 hours. When we're not here, someone will answer that. The next section of the library's website has to do with the different ideas like research topics and events. We have class guides. If your professor has reached out to the library and we put together a guide that's specific to their work. Let me give you an example of Peterson. Peterson. What we have done here is we know what the assignment is. So we've worked on some things like theory lens. We've put together some keywords that you might want to look at. We have constructed a video, and also underneath it, put together the databases that are most likely to help you out, and also some other help pieces as you need them, especially the all-important, all the search tricks. It's not really all the search tricks, but it is the 3 that's really going to help you get through the next 2 years or year, however long you have left. Again, if any of this is confusing, your option is to ask your librarian. Another important part of this would be the subject search. You can also search down here to search all of our different guides that we have created. Sometimes this will also help you find the right databases without having to go through all 100. We have a section on citation and plagiarism. We also have the Writing Center online right here. Come here and you will get live help from real people in real time, during the office hours. So if you're struggling with something like writing and grammar or understanding what one type of essay is versus another, this is the place to come. There's also a place where you can upload your paper and leave them a message to get back to you about it so you can discuss it. We also have a list of new books. We have library orientations. I would love to see you for some. As this semester, we're going to have library orientation, database A to Z, how to find, identify, and read scholarly articles, business research, nursing and healthcare research, science research, sociology and psychology research. And you can sign up here. What if you can't make it? I do have recorded versions. So if you want to sign up and ask me to send you that recorded version, I will absolutely do that. Secondarily, if you want me to go over this personally with you, make a Zoom appointment. Just write me. My name is Rhonda K. at bigbend.edu. I'm Rhonda, your librarian. I will be glad to help you out with that. You notice I just said something about scholarly articles. You might see some of that coming up in rubrics or assignments. You don't know what that is? Come here. Read through this page. I have a video here ready to help you. I've also diagrammed out an actual scholarly article so you can see the pieces and what they look like and how they play into the whole. You can also read through all these definitions and understand all the parts that make up the scholarly articles. And as a bonus, I have pulled out one of our publishers, EBSCO, their scholarly, their different databases that mostly have scholarly articles, so you could do a search right from here and get started, and also some of the ProQuest offerings, which are very awesome as well. Just under the Writing Center, we have a book challenge. If you'd like to end up here in our book talk session or also in our Facebook, we'd love to see you in our Facebook. We'd like to share what you're reading. We have a challenge to read one book a month, trying to get 12 a year so that we could hit that all-important New Year's resolution. I believe I already showed you all those good parts. There's also older things, more topics, and more research help, and we'll be building onto those, but this will get you through most of the things you need. We update this section every month. This is Down the Research Rabbit Hole, a periodical. Right now we have Dr. Sarah Thompson Tweedy, our president, and what she does when she does our research. We have now, I think, 7 different issues, and they're all very interesting. And it's a lot of the people that are our instructors and work on the campus. We also have a database of the month. This one is really awesome, poetry and short story reference. If you're an English 102 or you just love poetry, this might be a great piece for you. It helps you find literary criticisms and explications of literature. And of course, the Big Ben Reading Challenge, we like to feature one person a month. And while I have your attention, if you could follow us on Facebook, it would be awesome. We do a lot of announcements of things that are going on, including things about our curbside service, new databases, and things of that. Just come right here and give us a like, and we'd really appreciate it a great deal. As you can see, we're talking about our escape room, well, some slightly funny stuff, our curbside service. We share things like how to update your LinkedIn, all sorts of things. And we'd love for you to interact and send us things to feature. Maybe you read a great book. Maybe you had a great research opportunity. Maybe you have a question you'd love us to answer. We would so absolutely love to hear from you. And this was a brief, very friendly, very somewhat informal library orientation. But I hope you realize if you have something you need to ask, you have some research problem, it's really put you over, you don't understand which of these 100 databases to go to, you need a book on the shelf and you don't know how to get it, your computer blew up. Can we help? You know what? We probably can help you with all of those things. So please take the time to reach out, because we really absolutely love talking to students and we love to support your dreams. Thank you.